I think marketing. We're going to be talking about what, friends?
Hyper-organic marketing.
Thanks, Mom. What are we talking about?
Hyper-organic marketing.
Yes, thank you, brother. Appreciate the engagement. These markers don't work very well.
You want to use this one?
Yeah, if it's ready. Whenever you're ready, Mom. As soon as possible.
It's ready.
That is not ready.
Yeah, it is. Just go like that. Here. By the time you get over here, it's on there.
Okay. You get through it. It's fine. Hyper-organic marketing. Thank you, Mom. And what this looks like, we're going to be talking about math, but not just any math. We're going to be talking about the Millionaire, Missionary, Millionaire, Missionary, marketing math. You guys ready for this?
Yeah. I hope so.
And I want every last person in this room to understand this math because it will help us tremendously.
Does somebody open this?
We are going to, I don't know.
Because this isn't going to reach down there.
By understanding this math, we will better understand what this entails, what are the skills, the very specific things, how we play a part in this big picture. First of all, could we all open up the, can we all open up the session calendar link that I sent from the AOI family? It's called High Ticket Offers with Armin Schaffen. This is the place where we're going to find all of our...
Where do we find it?
On AOI family. This is where we're going to access...
Is it called Financial Laws?
It's called High Ticket Offers with Armin Schaffen. This is where we're going to work on everything. Remember our core offer page that we worked on, some of you guys? Denzel, Shanicia? You said you weren't here?
Core offer page?
Mentally?
He sent it at,
Wasn't here physically.
You were here physically. You opened the page, you worked on it.
do you see his cherry?
When you guys are doing it for the challenge,
Do you see it?
The,
Okay.
I was not here.
the core
what
offer
are we looking
page
for?
that you've been on the page.
What's the name
it's
of
on
it?
the AOI family.
It's high ticket offer with Armin.
Oh, okay, thank you.
It had the curriculum on it.
Thank
It
you.
had the steps that we got to do. It had,
Alright.
it was there.
It's good.
It was there. I'm 100% positive you have been on the page before. I can go there and show you your screen on there. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to work on this. If you open it up, open the toggle that says 13-hour FHL event, and then type in Enix marketing plan.
Whose account do we locate it in?
Yours.
All right, thank you.
I was there. Yeah, I was here. And we're doing it.
What's the name called?
High ticket offers with Armin Shafee or something.
SHAFED. Is it Shaf?
Yeah, but he doesn't have to write all that. Just put high ticket offers, you'll find it. Did you find it?
Yeah, I found it. Thank you.
You're welcome. What did we finally decipher the name?
Do you guys see the oh man. Do you guys see something that looks remotely like what we're trying to figure out?
What are we figuring out? I'm sorry.
The Millionaire,
Missionary
marketing math.
Oh.
Number of clients needed, number of calls needed.
Do you guys see it now? I tried to put them in toggles so it's easy to find. You're opening the 13-hour FHL event, Unix marketing
Yeah,
plan, Millionaire Missionary marketing math. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. Looks like Cameron's there.
Does it look like I'm there?
You're on notes. Looks like you're on notes, Mom.
Should I be somewhere else?
We're going to the very
Right
top.
here.
You look like you're the
Okay.
furthest away from everyone.
Right here? Go to notes?
Cameron, can you please help her?
You go to the 13-hour FHL event toggle. It's the.
Can you look at her screen and like point for her?
I'm on
It's the
offer.
topmost toggle.
You're in the wrong
page.
place, Mom. Get out of that.
Looks like everybody's there.
Oh.
Go up?
Oh.
Where do you
Yeah,
want
you're
me?
there.
Oh, you are there? Okay.
Millionaire, missionary, marketing method.
Oh, okay.
Kathy, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, we're there. So basically, the way that we're going to reach this, so the goal is 100,000 in 30 days, and if we're selling a $5,000 offer, how many offers do we have to sell in order to reach that goal?
Didn't we do this the other day?
Just doing a quick review.
Oh,
real
okay.
fast. How many offers do we have to sell?
20.
20. Good, cool. So in order to reach 20, this is the math that we need.
Starting when?
The what we're looking at is how many let's just say clients. So the clients are 20, and the how does this work? I will do a funnel. This is what our funnel looks like. Whoops. You guys remember the friendship funnel?
I'm not sure if I do. I know what a funnel is, though. This is the friendship I don't know.
So it goes from clients to calls to I believe it's conversations
Yeah. To leads.
to leads. And then I'm just gonna put content over here. Is there anybody here that does not know the difference between organic content and paid content? Okay. Sure, do you know what the difference between organic content and paid content is?
And what content?
Paid?
Organic. I'm not 100% sure. Can you explain that?
Well, if you're partially sure, can you explain what you think you understand? You don't have to be 100%, just anything is okay.
To me, it seems like organic content would be content that's not paid for that you kind of come up with on your own.
That's good.
That's good.
Very good.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
Okay.
You're 100% now. You got it.
Let's go.
Praise the
And
Lord. Good answer.
now he knows.
Does that make sense to you, brother? What's your question?
I don't know the difference because I only know one. I don't know what paid content is.
Okay, thank you. Paid content is content that we have to pay Mark Zuckerberg for Facebook ads or YouTube ads. It's any type of ads. We pay
Anything
Google
we
ads.
pay.
Anyone that we pay for to get their attention. That's the opposite. Organic is just
Something we make.
like daylight videos, organic, podcasts, organic. Dream 100, like going on their show and their attention, that's organic too.
So is any of the platforms we use, Facebook,
Now, all of our own
Instagram,
platforms.
yeah,
Those are all organic.
YouTube.
So what they're doing is hyper organic method that is using our content where we don't have to pay for ads yet. That is what's like by we producing organic content, that's will turn into clients where they're purchasing. Make sense?
Yep.
Cool, awesome. So we need to have that. And so what we're talking about here they gave us some industry standards that you guys said that we need 20 clients to reach 100K, and from the calls, on average, like if we
100.
reach people, what percent of every 100 call, or what percentage of all the calls would people say yes to us?
If we reach 20% and we did 100 calls on,
So
that
the
would,
answer is 20%.
yeah.
So based on their average or numbers or statistics, 20% of everybody we get on a call with, a sales call, will say yes. So if we talk to 10, how many people would join our program?
Or not
Two.
half of one.
2.5.
If we talk to 10?
Talk to 10 and 20% of 10.
Yeah.
So that's 2.
That's 2.
Good.
Mhm.
Okay, awesome. So we already know, like, if we want to reach if we want to reach 2 people in 1 week, how many calls do we have to make
10.
in order to 10? So if we want to reach 10 people in 1 week, how many calls do we have to do? that week?
100.
100.
If we want to reach 20 people in a week,
200. No.
sorry. If we want to reach 20 people in 1 week, we would need 100 calls, because it's 20%. But that's a lot of sales calls. We're not going to do that. But the reason why the math is important is because we know it's not like we have a finite goal. Like our monthly missions would be like, oh, we got a monthly mission, but we have no way to tangibly get there. We are reverse engineering our goal so that we can make it, and we know long in advance if we're getting close to making it or we're not getting close to making it. We have broken down, chunked micro steps in order to reach that. We know exactly what it's going to take to get there. Does that make sense? Are there any questions? Mom, how many calls do we need to reach 20 clients? You're saying
Did you say 100?
You said 100. We need 100 calls. So in the month of October, when is our deadline? What's the last day?
October 30th.
All right, let's say October 30th.
Yeah, just a minute.
There's 31 days in October.
31?
if you're
Okay.
wondering.
Okay.
Yeah, like 31st. The 31st.
Let's say our deadline is the 31st. By the 31st, in order for us to reach this goal at this percentage close rate, this is conversion. Was it you who was asking what it means to conversion? Oh, it was you. So this is conversion. Conversion means like out of however many calls you have, 20% say yes, or 30% said 3 out of 10, or 2 out of 10, or 1 out of 10 says yes. So industry.
And that's 2 out of 10, right?
This is 2 out of 10.
Where did you get the 20% from?
That is like I got it from
the
Armin,
program.
but that's like industry standard. If people have very poor skills, or if they have no skills, the average is like
Might be
1
worse.
out of 10 people that you invite to an event will say yes. But if you have a script and you're following a script, it's more likely to be 20%. But if you have skills, if you have sales skills, if you have good listening
Persuasion.
skills, if you have good persuasive skills, it could be 30%, 40%, it could be higher. So like Armin closing a call would be higher than like someone,
Enoch closing
someone
a call
else.
would be higher than me.
Perhaps, but it depends, because this is actually a new form of sales I'm not used to. This is basically like a push away sale, where we're basically, we're not reaching, we're doing a lot of asking questions and listening and finding their reasons, and we're like, okay, let us know why you think we should, you sell us on why we should take your money.
Yeah.
We're not trying to persuade them why they should give us their money. We're like, look, we don't know if you're a good fit. We want to make sure this is. If you join or if you don't join, that doesn't affect us. You are investing in yourself. You're not investing in us. You're investing in yourself through us, and we're here to help you. But like, we tell us
So
why
how
we should
bad
accept
do you want it?
We can only accept a handful of people. We can't do this for everyone. So you have to let us know why should we accept your money. Because we're not doing it for everyone. We have a limited number that we can do this with. And we know the people that
Why
we're
are
working
we
with
the
are
one?
going to succeed, and we're going to pour in everything. We can't give everything to everyone. So let us know why we should choose you. See, that's a different approach. right?
Yeah.
So they were saying usually the short anyway, so that's the thing. So based on our calls, like our skills, we'll make like 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10. At the beginning, what you lack in skill, you make up for in numbers. You can still reach the same goal, 20 clients.
You just have to talk to more people.
You just have to talk to more. So if that's 10, if we did 10%, 1 out of 10,
We'd have to talk to 200.
we'd have to talk to 200. So what we lack in skill, we'll make up in numbers. But let's say this goes to 30%. I don't know what that would be. Let's say it's 40%.
What that would, okay.
If it's 40%, we'd have to do 50 calls in 30 days. That would be
30 would be 75, right?
that's roughly like a call and a half a day, or like a call every other day. You do 2 calls, and every day it's like 1 call throughout the month. Like that's about what that would be. So 100 calls in a month is going to be more, and it's really not so much 100 calls because we're not going to do those calls until we create the offer. This is why I want you to see. My goal is to listen to the module 2, lesson 1, 2, and 3 before 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. Module 2, lesson 1, 2, and 3 before 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. And my goal is to finish the offer by tomorrow so that the sooner we craft the offer, fix it, we got it, and we can start making calls, posting content, creating calls, the sooner that this will be like, we'll have more time to do it. But the longer we wait, the more calls we have to make in a shorter amount of time. Does this make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But knowing the math helps us to readjust. Because I'm going to tell you what the plans are, but every day that goes by, we have less time. So these numbers, the numbers will be consistent, but how many we do per week will change. Yes?
When are we going to start it?
Start, what is it?
Start finding clients and starting the whole thing. When are we going to...
The whole thing is started already. It started the moment that you sign up. We went to the orientation. It started Friday. Yeah, we started Friday.
October 1st.
When do we start our homework? Well, I guess we're started that because we're listening, but when do we apply it?
We are applying this now, and 10:30 a.m. tomorrow, we are crafting the offer. That's the first worksheet we're creating. We're doing the worksheet together. Not creating, but we're implementing the worksheet. Take the training that you learned today and tonight, tomorrow morning, whenever you do it, and we're going to implement what we learn at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, how many calls would we need per week to reach this?
We have it up there.
No, we
No, I don't. Per week. This is month.
Well, it depends on how many weeks. If it's 4, then we need
October.
25.
It's 4 weeks. It is 4 weeks.
So
we
we
need
need
25.
25 calls a week, and that is 5 calls a day. So we need to be able to make 5 calls a day to make that happen.
That sounds like a lot.
Well, there's multiple.
How are we going to find the people?
That's module 3. Module 3 is all the hyper-organic, I think it's method. Hyper-organic method.
Is that the one that's for 3 hours?
No, they're all 10 hours. Every module is 10 hours.
I'm talking about the video.
There's multiple. Did you go to module 3?
I think
Because
so.
the only module you
That's
should look at right
started
now
on
is 2. You should not look at module 3
No,
at all.
not 3. No. Video 3 on module 2.
No, the one that's 3 hours on module 2 is how to craft the offer, which we're going to do tomorrow at 10:30.
Okay.
So, how many conversations... should we go backwards or should we... Okay, how do we get the people on the phone calls? Where do the phone calls come from? Conversations that we have on Messenger. That would be on Messenger. And to my understanding, I think these conversations are on Enoch Leffingwell's Messenger. I think the team uses Armin's.
What about the, like yesterday when you were talking to, what's her name? Angela. Wouldn't she be considered conversation?
Probably. So about, according to their statistics, about 10% of your conversations will book a call with you. So,
Wow. Really?
yeah,
Well, that sounds nice.
about 10% of your conversations will book a call with you. So how many conversations will we need in this month?
10% of 100? Would that be
Be 10 times, or
yeah,
this-
1,000?
Yes.
1,000 calls.
You guys are doing conversations.
Conversation.
1,000 conversations.
Well, here's 100 calls.
You
Is
guys
100 calls.
be on the phone all day.
These are not calls. These are calls. This is phone. This is text.
Mm.
And we have a script. They're going to give us a script of how to have this conversation.
Oh,
This-
good.
Yeah. There's just every step is scripted.
Oh,
Content
good.
scripted. Leads are scripted. Conversations, calls, it's all scripted.
I used to work for this company that scripted videos for sheriff's office, and it was a whole lot easier to sell than if you had to come up with it yourself. So I'm very happy about that.
Good. Praise the Lord. Yeah. This is why when you have a script, that might increase.
It will.
When you have a script and skill, it might increase the
This-
number of people.
At the very beginning, it's kind of like you stutter and you stumble, but then it comes like a flow, and then pretty soon you don't even need the script. But I would keep the script in front of me though.
Right. So where do these conversations come from?
From Facebook.
Leads from Facebook or Instagram.
It could come from ads too.
No, it does not come from
because
ads.
it's
This is
organic.
organic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Instagram. We have YouTube. We have and plus people we talk to.
it's really just Facebook and Instagram.
What about people we talk to?
There's I don't know. Based on what I'm just sharing with what I understand, I have not. This is module 4,
Okay.
but he did this with me on day 1 for the 13-hour event, so that, and then this added a lot of clarity and it gave me context to know at what speed to work and to know what to prioritize on. So I'm sharing with you this math because it helped me, but I don't know their system. He broke it down a little bit. I'm just sharing what I know. So what I understand is it's mostly Facebook, but not all on Facebook. Where on Facebook?
Group chats.
No, so close.
No, but when they
Groups.
chat with you,
They're
right?
Facebook groups, not chats. Group
Oh.
chats are Messenger. Facebook groups are like just the communities like you stumbled upon and you were telling me about. So they're Facebook
What?
groups, Christian entrepreneurial Facebook groups or whoever, whatever. Like they're going to show us how to find the Facebook groups that we need to join and create content for.
I thought you can't share in groups.
We can share content. They want you to share content in groups. Groups want you to contribute.
Why
add
do they
value.
always like in their rules tell you not to?
They don't want you to spam, and they
Yeah.
don't want you to. They don't want you to just take more than you give. But they have a script, a method. They have like 10 different types of content that will allow you to post in ways that really add value, that are very encouraging and like encouraging, and then you can follow up with them afterwards. And we're gonna have to look at the rules to
More will
see
be
some of.
revealed.
Yes. So these are leads. Now, what is a lead? Let's say
Somebody who instant messages you.
no.
No.
Good guess. No. You guys won't figure it out. So we post content in Facebook groups and Instagram, and then a lead is anybody who
Responds to it.
engages. So engagement would be a like, a frowny face, a heart, a wow emoji, like who reacts, they comment, or they share.
Ooh.
A like, a reaction, comment, or share, that's an engagement. If they
Okay.
engage with our post on the group or Instagram, that is a lead.
Huh.
Because they're taking interest in it.
Because they're taking interest. So that way you're not going spamming, what's called cold calling, like cold contacting, just people who are not interested whatsoever in what you're doing. But the fact that they engage tells us they're at least warm.
And they have a script to talk to them.
They have a
Bring up
script
the
to
conversation.
go from the they have a script for creating the content, a script for when they engage, how we take a lead and initiate the conversation.
Good.
And from the conversation, a script to get them to book a call. And from the call, they have a script to help them to make the decision to be a client or see if we're a good fit. There's a script for it all.
Good.
Does that make sense?
Sounds promising.
This is like helpful to everybody?
Yes.
Okay. How many leads are we going to have to find in order to
What's the percentage?
Good.
Good
Question.
$10,000.
I think it's 50%.
50%.
Yeah.
So would that be 1,500? No.
50% of 1,000?
Yeah.
50% of
50% of 1,000? 50% of
50%
what?
of the leads will equal 1,000.
Oh, well then that would be 500, right?
So close. No.
2,000.
2,000.
2,000?
Kathy, you're really
Why
good
is
at
it
math.
2,000?
You told me you were dyslexic. What's going on here?
I'm the one dyslexic.
I feel
How did
tricked.
you figure out 2,000?
I feel tricked. You're like doing the best at math in the room, and you're telling us you're slow. He's like, you're not confused. We're confused. The reason why is because 50% is half, right?
Mm-hmm.
Half of this equals that.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what's going on.
And 10% of that equals that,
Okay.
and 25% of that equals that. That's
Yeah,
how.
20%. Yep.
Gotcha.
So,
Uh-huh.
that's all.
Yep. So
It's
you,
easy
you've
math
got like
so
a genius
far.
math.
No, it's easy math.
You're like a
so
math
far.
protege.
Mm-hmm.
So for the month of October, like really, it's not necessarily 4 months because I think our first week, it's not necessarily 4 weeks because I think our first week is taken up. Really, it's more like in 3 weeks,
That's right.
or however we
So then
like,
what is that
prioritize our
times? What is that for
It
3
doesn't
weeks?
change this. All these stay the same. We need 2,000 leads by October 31st. And
Oh,
we-
that's for the month, not for the week.
no. This is for October 31st.
Oh, I was thinking it's the week, and I was thinking, wow, that's so much.
We need 2,000 leads in order to equal 20 clients
clients.
with
Okay.
this percentage.
By the end of October.
If that's working for us,
And it might be higher,
or lower.
might be lower, but chances are these are pretty low estimates. So I don't think they're going to be too much lower. And I don't understand why there's 50%. Like, how would you go from a lead to a conversation? Oh, that probably means that out of every person you reach out to, so they engage with your post, so they're a lead,
Sure.
and then you strike up a conversation, and 1 out of 2 people will respond to you. And then you can start a conversation. I was like, how did they get that? But that means 1 out of 2 people are going to respond to you, and then half of the people you reach out to won't, half of them will, and then you can have a conversation script. Does that make sense to everybody? Cool? So what's going to create the leads?
The content.
Organic content. So how many pieces of content do we need to post? On how many groups do we need to post it?
There's 2 groups you said, Facebook and Instagram.
No, that's where you find the group.
So we're going group hunting?
The group's on
Yes.
Facebook, right?
Yeah, the groups are on Facebook. Instagram doesn't have groups per se.
But they're connected.
But we could probably find hashtags, or we could post on
Yeah, that's-
our wall or whatever, however that looks.
You just gotta get the
But
leads
didn't you
from
say
the
we do it
content.
on your account and not on all of our accounts?
Yes, it's going to be on the Army of Youth or my account or one of the two.
How are we going to split those
He
up?
explains that. You just have to log into the account so we can use it. Whoever is posting, whoever is having the conversation, they need to log in. Whoever's doing calls doesn't need to log in to the ministry or my account. It's only the people who are going from here to here or posting the content.
So
The people who post content are already doing
are
it.
you saying that like one of us is going to be doing the leads and one of us are going to be doing the conversations? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying probably not one of us. There's probably going to be multiple of us doing these, but that doesn't mean everybody's doing content, everybody's following up with leads. to
But I'm
conversations.
just wondering, like, if she follows up with a lead, how would I know that she's doing it and I don't need to
there's
if
one
I'm
account.
going to do it?
There's one account that they're being followed up with.
Oh, I guess it would show the conversation.
Yeah, it shows
Oh,
the conversation.
okay. Cool.
So it's really the calls.
So I'm acting
get
like
the
I'm you?
clients.
Yes.
Oh,
It's the calls that get the clients, and the clients is what brings the revenue. so that we can, know who made the calls, we'll know who made the sales.
Well, we won't know because we're using Enoch's account.
You won't know what?
Not on the calls.
Who what?
Who got the sell? She
The
said.
calls.
The calls.
The calls
is
will
what-
determine who got the sale.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You can do all the leads.
Are you talking about commissions or something?
No.
No. Oh, okay.
No, I'm just talking like who's doing what. How do you keep track?
It's
of
because there's one
does
inbox.
what?
There's one inbox. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Okay. Well then, good. So you
Okay.
got the answer.
Yeah.
So now another thing about content is they're gonna give us like scripts, and I already saw there's like 7 different types of content you can post that generates interest. But let's say we post one piece of content and it blows up in this group over here. Are we limited to having like just that one post in that one group?
No.
If we have a viral content, we can take that same content and
All
post
the
to
groups.
50 different groups.
Yeah.
So finding 2,000 leads isn't that difficult as long as we're in enough groups.
You're gonna teach us how to find the groups, right?
Yes, there's a section on there.
Good.
Is this making sense, friends?
Yes.
So the way that I basically see this, I think if we, there's different ways that I see this. Actually, before I go there, are there other questions so far? Is this making sense? Okay, cool.
I bet it's making dollars.
Does this give you context to see as far as the urgency or the time, or help you to prioritize what to focus your time on?
Are we
Because-
setting time aside
because-
for it?
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
we may be able. Well, we've still got to figure that out. We got a bunch of questions there, but if we have, regardless of when we like have these things in place, we are. These numbers don't change. These numbers have to stay the same till October 31st.
You should take a picture of it.
The only
Because it's
thing.
gonna be the same next month too.
Yeah, this the only thing that changes with this is,
Will we have a 5th month?
Mom, please do not try to
I'm asking.
fill my
I'm
words.
not. I'm asking.
I understand, but let me share. The only thing that changes these numbers is these percentages. If we increase in skill or method or whatever, if these prove not to be like accurate, that will change these numbers. But if these numbers don't, well, first of all, these probably will change because our percentage, like this 50% is their percentage. It's probably pretty accurate, pretty simple, but like as far as like closing calls, our percentage is going to be different based on our skill set and how we follow script, what we do, what we don't. And so eventually we're going to have to know our numbers, not average numbers. This is a law of averages we were talking about. On average, people usually do that, and you can just know that it's only a matter of time that someone says yes. When you know the average, then it's cause and effect. It's a law of cause and effect, and it's not like, yes, I'm saying, and there's a bunch of variables, but math doesn't lie. Math really doesn't change. Averages are averages, and when you take the average of a bunch of variables, it still works. It still plays out. This is the marketing math of Millionaire Missionaries. Isn't that fascinating? It takes something intangible like, whoa, we've got 20 clients. Where are they going to come from? How does that happen? How many people we got, like, we don't know how that works, but we can literally, to the minute, to the hour, to the half an hour, to the call, like we can track our activities individually to know how we fit in the big picture in reaching that goal. And did you know that if we reach 20 people a month, if we reach 20 clients a month, that would be $1 million business. That'd be $1.2 million a year business. That's it.
There's 7 of us here. Why don't we aim higher?
Well, we can, but let's have this as a stepping stone. And our goal is the 2 Common Club by June. But there's other variables. Once we figure out the organic, there's only so far you can go with organic. Organic's great in the startup phase when you're getting started and you're learning the process and you're getting things in place. You want to do that. Scaling is not really something we need to address right now until we get
Figure this
this
part out.
up and going. And then once we kind of have this system, we've worked it out manually, then we can start putting automated systems like ads, when we find content that works in organic, then we pay for it, and then it goes to more people. We have more leads, and then you can start to like maybe hire other people to do this, or you can help automate different portions of it. But that's scale, and we're on start. So the different activities. Does this make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Something I was going to say about that. Oh, okay. So the way that I see us moving forward is most likely in the beginning, this first week, if you guys are able to pull up the login, it would probably help. If you can open the login, I'll show you kind of the steps.
What is the login?
It's get clients and something. You guys have it bookmarked, right? So you know how to log in and everything? You definitely want to save the login so it's easy to find. Because you're not going to be able to go through the training by 5 hours before 10:30 tomorrow.
Which one is it? Is it the Millionaire?
It's a speak. Speak and get clients.
Scale.
Oh, scale and get clients. That's what it's been saying this whole time. I've been reading it wrong. Such on AOI failing. So on module 2, we have.
So we're off of this Notion page and we're going to go to AY Family to go link.
No, we're still using that Notion page.
Okay.
So, on the members area, we have module 2. What's the name of module 2?
Getting clear on your offer.
Nice. Getting clear on your offer. Lesson 1 is what?
Understanding high ticket marketing.
Good. That's just an overview. Lesson 2 is what?
Crafting your high ticket offer.
That's a 3-hour video, crafting your high ticket offer.
Yeah.
That is just as important as lesson 1, but it's extremely important. That's what we're gonna accomplish. We're gonna do these assignments from lesson 2 at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. What is lesson 3?
Defining your perfect client.
Good, we're on module 2, Kathy. Find your perfect client. So, we might not get through defining your perfect client by tomorrow morning. We might have to do that Tuesday or something. Or, oh man, I really think we should finish lesson 2 and 3 before Monday. Because Tuesday's our publishing day, and Tuesday we're going to be dealing with content and stuff. But when we have that offer, then you see what's after lesson 6?
After 6,
Yeah, what's after lesson?
module 3, offer assessment.
Offer assessment. What is that?
Assessing what your offer's going to be.
What was that, Mom?
I said assessing what your offer's going to be.
Who's assessing it?
We are.
No.
Know what?
This is a Google form. We literally submit our offer, and they will assess it. They're going to
What?
critique our offer and
They
tell
are.
us if it will bomb or if it will it'll work or it'll tank.
Hey, that's cool.
Isn't that awesome?
I'm so glad that they couldn't get through everybody in 15 minutes.
I know. Otherwise, we wouldn't be having this.
That's right.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So they're gonna let us know if this is a yes or a no, if this has a high chance of succeeding or low chance.
Praise God.
And there's a handful of people who had an offer before they came and low chance of succeeding. They're like, that's not going to work. You're gonna have to adjust it. And then they don't, and then it doesn't work out. And then other people, they adjust, and then they flourish. And other people, it doesn't work out until later, and then they change it, and then it takes off. And I'm hearing people's messages. One lady just had a $50,000 day this week.
Day.
Yeah. And this other guy in our group chat, Messenger, just sold his first 5K offer. And I asked him, I don't know if it's Brian, I don't know.
Oh, that's so cool.
What, the Asian guy who teaches YouTube stuff? Because this 19-year-old has had $79,000 month and $50,000 month, and he's 19 years old.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah, and
Go,
he's a
go,
Christian.
go.
He's a Christian, and
Yeah.
we've connected at Fun Hagen Live. So lesson 1, 2, and 3, we're gonna do that tomorrow. That's our goal. And then Tuesday, I want to submit it to them, and they will assess it. I want to assess it by Wednesday, and then Wednesday we can transition to Module 3. What is Module 3 talking about?
Booking calls organically.
You're looking at Lesson 3, Module 3. What's Module 3 talking about?
Booking calls organically.
Are we there? I know Shanicia is.
I am.
There. Are you there, Denzel?
Almost there.
Okay, that's what it sounds like. What's Lesson 1 say of Module 3?
Bird's eye view
Good job.
of hyper-organic.
See what we're doing right now? We're doing a bird's eye view of hyperorganic.
Right.
And I'm just doing this so you know the math, because I think this tells us the urgency and helps us to see where we fit. So this also tells us, by the way, that I need people who can focus, who can really like master. Like they have people on their team. This is what their team looks like. They have like 2 or 3 people who do the calls, who do the sales calls. And they have like at least one lady, I don't know if there's more, there's probably another lady who does the conversations. And Lauren is her name. Lauren helps create content, does it creative, huh?
But I know Lauren.
Yeah, Lauren does the content and she follows up with the leads and she gets that and then helps them to book a call. And then Isaiah and I think Josh and someone else, they do the sales calls. And then we found Jay. Jay does operations. She helps everybody stay on track and helps with onboarding. So that's kind of what their team looks like. And then Armin does the coaching. And I also found out that they have daily coaching calls. Like Myron does his coaching once a week on Wednesday. They have daily coaching calls with each member of their team. They're set up as experts, and you can talk. We can drill Lauren, just like Lauren. What do you do with this, and
And
that?
we have access to all of them.
We have access to their whole
That's
team
amazing.
every day of the week.
No, I mean to their coaching calls.
Yeah, to their coaching calls.
Yeah.
Yes, and we can ask them questions.
Yes.
We can submit our questions.
Whenever we need for 30 days.
And if you want to submit your question, you can do that at I think. You see the coaching calls? Does anybody remember where she said to submit your coaching calls? Oh!
Yeah,
welcome.
go up at,
Go to Welcome to the Family. Home. It's on the home module. Lesson, Welcome to the Family. Scroll down, weekly coaching call.
if you go all the way to the top to book an appointment
That's
or
not
something. Yeah, it is.
That's booking a one-on-one.
Good.
I know, that's a
All of
one-on-one.
them's there.
That's a phone call. That's different. That's not what I'm talking about. Get out of that. That's different. I saw that and that's not it.
I'm sorry. Where
So
am I going then?
You go home,
Mhm.
you go Welcome to the Family, and then you see Armin's face.
Wait, how do I go home? I don't see home. Oh,
Click that
I
button.
see home. Okay.
Where do you go?
Welcome to the family, right?
It's
Home
in
at
that
the top.
list.
And then whenever
I
you
was
click
hitting
this,
scale and
it
get
goes at the very
clients for
bottom.
home.
It
Oh,
changed. It just
okay.
doesn't like show
Oh.
you. Scroll down right
Right.
here. This is what I want to show people.
Welcome to the family.
So-
Armin?
Yeah, that's Armin.
Okay.
He's 25. So that's Armin. And then you see the weekly coaching call schedule. So these are the schedules. So they got Isaiah. who is it? Let's start at the top. Leadership is Armin. Armin does it every Monday. We talk to him about leadership, team, leader, assets, whatever. And then marketing and copywriting is Lauren. Lauren does the content creation. So when
Nice.
you talk about copywriting is creating content. And it's speaking messages to people that persuade. And then momentum and operations is Jeanette. She's like basically a coach. Momentum is like keeping you on track, making sure you're accountable to your goals. And she's like a project manager of the team. She just helps everybody make sure projects are going forward. And then Emad, offer and messaging and ads. We're not doing the ads yet, but offer messaging. What we're gonna do tomorrow, Emad's probably the guy who's gonna like talk to us about our offer and whether it's good or not. And he's actually more experienced than like Armin is, because
But
he
they
does
do
a
it
lot
at
more than
10.
But I'm just telling you, why am I telling you these people's names and what they do on the team?
So we know who to ask questions.
Yes, why else?
So we can submit our questions.
Okay, why else? Yes. Why am I telling you who these guys are? Let's hear from some other people. Why am I telling you their names and what they do on the team?
So we have an idea of how their system operates. So we may copy that.
Yes, that's the primary reason. So we could remix their system, their team, their members, their people, and their activities, so we know where do I fit on this team in the big picture. Which one of their roles am I the most interested in that type of activity? Does that make sense? Kathy would like be our Jeanette, and then like Mom would be like our Armad, our Emad, and then like different people, like multiple of you guys said you were interested in closing and sales, so that's Isaiah, that's what he does. And then Kamran said he's interested in helping with content, copywriting, and then Brother Denzel mentioned he was interested in copywriting. So that would be like what Lauren does. So you guys see what's going on? Like what we want to do, the goal that I have for week 1, like as soon as possible, is to which is what we were doing in this conversation, is basically figure out what are the types of activities and skills that I would be interested in learning, what are the things that I'd be interested in doing, and then let me kind of model their equivalent, and let's remix, let's kind of see, those are the people I can ask, and the group coaching calls, you might want to join that one so you can learn and grow, whatever that looks like.
And remember, these are 3 hours ahead of us.
Yeah, the 3 hours ahead. They're in
So
Eastern.
when you look at it, it says 1 o'clock, it's 10.
10.
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
So my point of saying that is because week 1, my major goal is have the offer created by Wednesday. Like
By
offer
Wednesday,
the offer created by Monday, Tuesday at the latest, and then assessed by Wednesday, by Emad probably, and then when it's accepted, I want to be able to like Thursday start going into hyper-organic stuff and start creating the content for our Dream Who, so we can start getting this going and we can start finding these. And then when the offer is created, which is Monday morning, basically what each one of us, the ones that we're most interested in, I think we should probably skip to that lesson. Skip to the lesson and just saturate ourselves with learning that system, that method. That way each one of us can like hit the ground running on that area. Does that make sense?
You still do that after Monday? I mean, you can do too.
Yeah, do it after we have the offer. Because until we have the offer, our whole attention is like, what can we do to craft an irresistible high-ticket offer? And when that offer is created, then we go into those areas. Does that sound good? Does that sound good? And then Sherry, I still need to talk to you also about what kind of things you're interested in, what kind of skills you want to learn. I was asking each person what things interest them, as far as like whether it's sales, whether you want to help with creating an offer, whether you want to help with being a setter.
What's a center?
Setter, I think this is basically a setter. That's a person who gets them to book a call. But they're doing a setter through text. those types of things. So what I would recommend, Sherry, is go through what we did is I gave people like 10-15 minutes to go through the modules and look at those and just like look at the names and the questions, lesson 1, and just kind of like try to wrap your mind around. And then just say like out of those, make a list of what seems the most interesting to you, that you see that you could be passionate about, or that you would like to gain proficiency or develop, like you have an interest in. And then let me know. But even otherwise, like helping with like cooking in the kitchen stuff is still a tremendous aid. So it's definitely like high priority, and then anything else that you're interested in learning in the skills. And think too, like what skills might be beneficial for you learning to start a business or to be able to assist others, or a way that you could like accomplish multiple things at once along the way. Do you have any questions for me on that?
Nothing I can think of.
Oh, that you think of? Okay. So if you create a list of the things that seem interesting to you, that would be good.
Okay.
Are there any other questions that people have? Let's, before we end, choose a module. Let's choose a module that we're going to start working on when our offer is crafted.
What do you want us to do? To do
You
what?
want to do 3? Okay, cool. Choose a module that you're going to be working on when we finish the offer. Based on the skill, basically based on these things that you said you're interested in.
Three.
Carmen says 3. Shanice says 3. That's good. And that's what Carmen said. That's good. Yep, you want to help with the content calendar. Remember that. And Tuesday is going to be our main theme. We could do it on other days, but Tuesday will be our main theme that we're working on content. After the leadership table, just know the day of the leadership table is when we do content stuff. That's our theme for the day. Whoa! What do you got, Denzel?
Still looking.
I'm interested in what this. I know you just mentioned it, but what is it called? The push away?
The push away sales?
Push away sales.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Low pressure, no pressure. And that's high ticket. That's how all high ticket sales. Russell Brunson's high ticket secret course does the same thing. Yes, Mom?
4.
4. Okay. I thought you were going to say that. I already had ideas for what each module I think you guys would be best to start with.
Which one do you think I should start with?
4.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that'd be best for you too. I think there's one in here that I think would be good for you to do, Mom. Go to bonus. Go to 3.
Defeating the devil?
Module 3 bonus.
Oh.
Go to module 3 bonus, and then there's a section on how to find the right Facebook groups.
Oh, you see it. Oh, yeah. I'd like that.
Yeah, I think you would like to help. So if you could help us with that, that would help us. That's probably the next step that would be good for you to do. You can do that on Tuesday.
That would be good.
Okay, cool. I thought you'd like that.
Wait, when we go through these, we're not skipping lessons, right? Because I remember when I said that I was interested in 3, 4, and 6, it wasn't like all the things. Like portions of it. You know what I mean?
If you want to skip lessons, you can.
But I don't know if it followed like a.
I mean, it's step by step, but we don't know what we're missing if we skip it. And they're 10-hour modules, so I think like I skipped all module 1, and like I know it's all really good stuff, but if we're gonna have 100 calls and 2,000 leads in 3 weeks, then we gotta figure. Yeah, we gotta pick and choose, and we have to put much more emphasis on doing, like, and not as much as on learning. But we gotta learn, but way more emphasis on doing.
Didn't get my nap today.
Denzel, what do you got so far, brother? Oh, you can't even see them.
Not all at once, but
Why don't you have these open so you could see the things like you're using your computer like it's a mobile phone. Well, you don't have to look at those. We're mostly looking at Module 3. Really, the only options are Module 3 and 4. Because Module 2, 3, and 4 are the only ones that are going to get us to 100K this month. Module 2, 3, and 4. And the coaching calls. Does that make sense to everybody? Huh?
Well, I'm gonna do it backwards. I'll do 4.
You do 4? Okay. We need someone to help with organic content. With the leads and stuff. Because I don't think we're going to get to calls. I think you should start with 3. Because you'll help us to turn leads into calls. But the thing is, if you're fast, you can go through them both pretty quickly. I plan on going through them both quickly.
Instead of them.
Denzel, do you got a
3.
question?
3.
Huh? 3? Okay. I think, why 3?
I don't know, because out of Module 3 and Module 4,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, to be honest, like, I don't know how, just based on the titles, it doesn't give me too much information, but I just selected 3 because...
So when you click on a lesson, then like your view should look like mine. So when you click on a lesson, so I don't know what this is about. So I click it and then it tells me messenger script for group request if they say no. Like I don't really want to do the groups. High ticket messenger scripts. So then you can say inbound, outbound lanes, pitfalls to avoid. So you can kind of get a review. That's how
Good
you can
job.
see stuff.
That's good.
Yeah, there you go. But let's say let's go with 3 for now. You could probably skip the Facebook group portion, but the bird's eye view would definitely be good, probably for everybody to watch, because that bird's eye view sounds valuable and not super in depth. But yeah, I think this is good. You guys feel like we covered some good grounds in this hour? Praise the Lord. Thanks everybody for coming on time, staying focused, and being a part and engaging actively. I really appreciate all of you guys' participation. How about we close with a word of prayer? Who would like to pray for us?
I would.
Thank you.
Dear Lord, I'm so grateful that you opened this door of opportunity for us. I pray that we live up to the standards that you would set for us. And please, Lord, if we're falling behind, help us to see why we're doing this and to get back on track and to be enthusiastic about learning these skills that'll be useful throughout our whole life, and to learn how to reach out to the dying world. We don't want to see any of the blueberries drop to the ground and die a Christless death, and even though they were in search of you. Please help us to reach everybody. We love you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Praise the Lord. Thanks everybody.
This is going to be nice.
Yes.